Okay, we've made it to the NFC. Time to start the NFC East. Alright, so I have it going. I have it going Giants, Cowboys, Commanders, Eagles. So, Giants. Very, very, very close. I think New York is on the cusp of being a team that's going to start excelling. Alright? I think Jackson Dart's going to be pretty good. Alright? I hope he's pretty good. However, he's not the starter. It's Russell Wilson. Does Russell Wilson have a good season in him? Maybe. Maybe not. So, I don't know. For a quarterback who hasn't had any real development since like 2016, yeah, I don't know if Russell Wilson is going to be the best player to really the best quarterback to be the starter. I think he's definitely the most experienced out of the four that they have on the roster. Jackson Dart is the least experienced, but I think Jackson Dart has the most potential. So I can see the Giants having Russell Wilson in for like half the season, figure out where they are. I think he can get them a few wins. I think the Giants ultimately will probably get like 5-6 wins this season. I think ceiling-wise, they could go 9-10 wins, but that's pushing it a little bit. Floor, everything goes wrong, they're back at 3 wins. But I think New York's good enough to get at least 6 wins. But yeah, 5-6 wins is what I have for New York. Their defense, they got Jalen Carter, 3rd overall pick. Jalen Carter, what? Abdul Carter. Jalen Carter's on the Eagles. Abdul Carter, okay, for the 3rd round pick. And then they also, right by Dexter Lawrence, okay, as far as I know, they still have Brian Burns. So that front 7, it's gonna be pretty good this year. Their secondary, I don't know. I don't know where their secondary is at personally, but yeah, I think the Giants can get minimal. I think they can get 6 wins. I think minimal wins probably 3 or 4, but 6 wins is where I'm at. Is where I put them at for this season. 10 if everything goes right. Russell Wilson looks amazing, or Russell Wilson gets hurt at the beginning of the game of week 1, and then they put in Jackson Dart, and Jackson Dart looks amazing and gets 10 wins. But right now, that's where I have this team at. Okay, moving on to the Cowboys. A lot of things could happen for Dallas this season. I don't think this is going to work out well for Dallas this season. I think they are going to get 7, maybe 8 wins this year. I don't think they're going to get a winning season. I don't. Even though they got Dak back, I don't see it. Alright? Especially when your top defensive player is requesting a trade and his needs have not been met. So I don't see things working out well for Dallas. Micah Parsons still under. They're still, I don't know what they are in talks, or I don't know what's going on there anymore. Pretty much everyone that had some kind of weird trade, requesting a trade, everyone else has been fulfilled. Trey Hendrickson, Terry McLaurin, which we'll talk about later. Yeah, Micah Parsons is left. It's a little over a week left, and crickets. He still hasn't been signed. So I don't know. So, yeah. Personally, 7 wins is where I have Dallas at. Maybe 8, maybe 9. Maybe 9. But no more than 9 for me. I think ceiling-wise, they could probably go 12-5. But I don't think they will. I think they'll be right around 7 to 9 wins. And then their floor, everything goes wrong, probably 5 wins. I don't think they're going to be that bad either. That'd be worse than New York, and I don't think they're going to be that bad. So yeah, that's where I have Dallas. Yeah. Not much more to say about them. Now, here we talk about the Commanders. I have the Commanders going 13-4. Almost winning the division, but not quite. Eagles sneak it out. Next year might be different depending on what happens. But Commanders 13-4. That's where I have them at. I think they can. They can win the division, especially if we have a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover mid-season. Don't really do that much, but until towards the end and we blow up then. But I still think we're gonna go 14-3. The Commanders going 13-4. I might have put them lower if they hadn't signed Terry McLaurin yet, but the deal's done. He's now back to being a Washington Commander. But yeah, he takes that Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels take that offense to new heights, like really big heights. And I think even without Terry McLaurin, I think the Commanders still would make the playoffs. They wouldn't be as good as they were last year. They probably wouldn't even make the NFC Championship game. But I think they will. But now that Terry McLaurin is on the team, now they should. Unless sophomore slump happens to Jaden Daniels. That's the only way things don't go the way it's expecting, but the trajectory is up for Washington right now. They got Von Miller. That's really about it when it comes to defense. Yeah, Von Miller, he's okay. I mean, they got 2 older linebackers, 2 old veteran linebackers, in Bobby Wagner and Von Miller now. So I think that's funny. But other than that, I think that Washington defense is going to be pretty good. I think it's going to improve a little bit this year, but not as much as you would like to see for them to win the division. So I have them just missing out, but they may win the division next year, depending on how the season goes. They may win it this year, who knows? But I don't think they will just yet. The Eagles, #1 team, won the Super Bowl, defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Stop the three-peat. Yeah, the Eagles, I mean, aside from losing the majority of our defensive line, not much has changed, really. We pretty much, no, we really didn't. We really didn't lose our defensive line because we really just drafted a defensive line in the draft. We drafted defense. We got better. All right? The fact that Jihad Campbell was able to fall to us and we were able to get the 30, we managed to trade up with the Chiefs, the only team that might have been willing to trade with us. No one, I don't think, was ever going to be willing to make any kind of deal like that with us after what we did to Kansas City in the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs somehow decided to trade down and get Josh Simmons. We traded up and we got Jihad Campbell. We only moved up 1 pick, but still, the fact he fell to us was crazy. So, yeah, that seems to be the strategy for the Eagles. Just draft the best guys coming out of Georgia and Alabama, maybe Michigan, and it works. It's built us a Super Bowl winning team, not just a Super Bowl appearance, but a Super Bowl win. And yeah, mid-seat around week 5, week 6, I was personally calling for his firing, for Nick Sirianni's firing, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. It won't. It shouldn't. So yeah, not much to say. Eagles, they win the division. They should at least make the NFC Championship game this year, if not the Super Bowl again. And for anyone who is saying that, no, the Eagles, this was just a fluke season, it's not. We're here to stay. We're not going away anytime soon. The fact that we lost all of our defensive line, pretty much all of our defensive line, and, well, not even really linebackers, but just defensive line, and then was able to draft it back again, just proves we're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. We have a contingency plan for even if we trade away a really good player, we have a backup in mind. That's just how Howie thinks. It's worked for us. It's led us to where we are, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So, the Chiefs, I said in my last video, probably is going to be the next Patriots, or it might be the Eagles. Watch out. We're not going away, at least for the next 5 years. But anyway, rant over. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Kind of late with these prediction videos, so I'll be making a lot of them this week and posting them hopefully before next week, because next week the fun begins. My schedule for this channel is going to get crazy. I'm going to pretty much be posting pretty much every day starting next week until the regular season is over, and then playoffs we'll see. So yeah, but yeah, so we'll see, and we'll see how things work out for the Eagles, but yeah, I don't see the Eagles going away anytime soon. We're not going away anytime soon. We're not. But anyway, see you in the next video.